Is Atlas on Netflix worth watching? Well, the simple answer is yes. However, there are a few things you may need to know going in. Atlas is a 2024 sci-fi action film directed by Brad Peyton, whose notable films are Journey to The Mysterious Island, San Andreas, Rampage. This guy must have really loved The Rock for a little while there. The film stars Jennifer Lopez, the good guy, Simu Liu, the bad guy, Sterling K. Brown, the side character, and Mark Strong, the other side character. I found Atlas to be quite entertaining. However, I found J.lo's performance to be quite annoying, and I'm a huge fan of J.lo. I know a lot of people are going to dislike this movie because of J.lo as of late thinks she's like the common folk. She still thinks she lives in the Bronx. At this point, J.lo has lived far away from the Bronx more than she's ever lived in it. However, she still goes around trying to tell people that she's like everyone else, and I feel like that rubs people wrong because they think she's pretending to be a regular folk when she really isn't. So if you end up liking this movie and you're wondering, why don't people like this movie as much? That would have to be one of the reasons. And with that said, here is the plot followed by the pros and cons. In a bleak-sounding future, an AI soldier has determined that the only way to end war is to end humanity after observing how awful we are as a species. However, not if Atlas has anything to do about that. So that's the movie right there. Jenny from the block saves the block, so to speak.
What you get is what you see.
And now for the pros and cons, starting with cons. Con number 1. The golden rule of cinema is show, not tell. However, this movie is doing a lot of tell and a little bit of show. Con number 2. Atlas felt a little like AI actually wrote most of the dialogue because it's just J.lo spending most of her time yelling at AI not to read her mind while still depending on AI to survive. Con number 3. The director Brad Peyton, I believe, just told J.lo to be her normal self-serving self on screen because her character was really annoying. Con number 4. Sterling K. Brown was wasted in this movie. However, I feel as though he was doing this movie just for the money, and that's fine. Get your money, honey. And also, Mark Strong was in this movie as well, and I think both of you should get your money's honeys because those are strong actors and they were overqualified for this role. And now, for the pros. Pro number 1. Now, I feel like I've been shitting on this movie a fair bit, and yes, I am a little bit. However, it's actually an entertaining, okay watch. It's one of those movies that doesn't require all your attention. It's kind of like a movie you watch when you're trying to wind down, but I feel as though it's one of those movies that you will eventually use as a second screen whilst you browse through social media. Oh, yeah. Pro number 2. The visuals were nice and slick. I don't feel like there was any expenses spared here. The CGI was top notch in my opinion. Pro number 3. I like J.lo as an action star. She's pretty badass, even though she's annoying to watch at times. Pro number 4. Simu Liu was a perfect choice as the villain in this film. His performance was quite outstanding, but not all the way out there outstanding, but close enough outstanding for me to go, hey, that's outstanding-ish. Pro number 5. J.lo is 54 years old. Did you know that? That lady still holds up as an action star till this day. Now, for example, I sneezed hard and I pulled my back muscle. And this lady's out there still doing action films. I mean, she's doing great. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this movie a neutral 5 out of 10 because I don't hate this movie. It's actually quite watchable and enjoyable. The only issue with it is that J.lo talks way too much in it. And if she just shuts up just a little bit, I could have rated this movie a 5.5 out of 10, which is still an upgrade. My crassness aside, I do actually recommend this movie because it's an easy to watch movie. You just sit down there and just enjoy it. It's content designed to entertain, and there is emphasis on content because that's what it is.
The first time I read the script, I literally was sobbing.
For a more entertaining watch on Netflix, watch this one. And that's my 2 cents.